90210, and he'd been recently on Riverdale, which is a CW which nobody watches network. So he's gone. Then just in the last hour, former WWE legend King Kong Bundy died. The wrestling company announced Tuesday he was 61 years old. The New Jersey native, whose real name was Christopher Pallies, was known for his enormous stature. He was 6'4" and 458 pounds.
Wow.
That's a big old
That's a
boy.
giant.
That's a big one.
That's a big boy.
He probably had himself quite a bit of those cinnamon muffins.
How are those
rolls?
What do you think, Mark?
Pretty darn good.
All right,
Okay.
we're getting thumbs
I
up.
like them.
Part of his gimmick was having referees count to 5 instead of 3, just showing he really put his opponent to the mat. And one of his biggest moments in the WWE was when he was wrestling Hulk Hogan in the WWE title inside a steel cage. WrestleMania 2. I'm not a wrestling aficionado, but apparently that means something to some people.
Well, first of all, you're pronouncing that wrong.
What's that?
It's wrestling.
W-R-A.
R-A-S-S-I-L-I-N. Wrestling.
Well, he was a good wrestler.
Two syllables.
He was a wrestler. Then Dennis Day, the original Mickey Mouse Club Mouseketeer. Dennis, you remember him? Were you a Mickey Mouse?
No,
You were?
no.
Oh, you're too young, Clownard. He starred in the variety show in the 1950s. He's reportedly missing. He has been missing since July. Nobody noticed until now.
Maybe he's gone where all ex-Mickey Mouse Club members go.
I'm not sure. So
He's probably...
No, see you soon. Yeah. No, I don't think so, because Dennis is missing. They're still looking for him somewhere in Phoenix. So if you know where Dennis Day is, and not to be confused with the Dennis Day that was a part of the Jack Benny show. That was a completely different Dennis Day as far as I know. And that is about what I've got up to this point. Do you know, Chris, in this industry, this great broadcasting industry, many times we don't use our real names.
Right.
Okay? And for instance, I had a friend of mine, his name is Danny McLaughlin. For whatever reason, he used his middle name. He was Danny Russell on the air. A lot of people thought I should, because Dreith is a difficult name to understand because it's spelled like Dryth, and it's probably supposed to be pronounced Dryth. But I never did that. I liked my name too much. You know what I mean? Your Turner's so easy. That is your last name, right?
It was just one of those. Yeah, it was just one of those that you go, I don't know that I could do any better.
No,
it flowed, right?
Yeah, it just flowed.
You said tell the story about the guy that wanted to change his name.
Worked with a guy. His real name was Phil Brown.
Which is
how much easier?
Downtown Phil Brown.
Yeah.
That's right.
He wanted to change his name to Richard Basehart. All right, so he did. I told him. I said,
where did he come up with that?
I said, so you want a career as a porn star? Richard Basehart.
Richard Basehart was the star of a
Basehart.
TV show in the 60s called Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. He was the captain of this submarine.
No kidding.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, and
Okay.
this guy was the host with the most, man. Let me tell you. We ran American Country Countdown at this station.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he would come on. He'd go, "Hi, this is Richard Basehart. I'm your host for America's Country Countdown with Bob Kingsley."
I love the people they would put on the radio voices.
I know, and he did every time.
Good morning. I don't believe Stan David's last name was David until he came here. He might have legally changed it, but I don't think he did. I think there are people here that changed their names over the course of the past decades.
Oh,
quite
Derek
honestly.
Dunn. That's not his real name, is it?
Yeah, his legal name is Double D.
Double D.
Wouldn't you say? So anyway,
So what were you getting at? Were you wanting me to come up with a
I'm-
song for your show and a name for your
No, I don't need
persona?
No,
So
no.
you could,
No?
instead of Chris Connor, you could be on Morning Coffee with Cece.
Yeah, there you go.
Cece and the boys.
Double C.
Double C. I like it. Just
Well, we
from
don't
now
have-
on, refer to me.
We have
KO Wednesdays here.
Ken Odie.
So
Mr. Ken Odie, yeah.
We'll have to say Double C is here in the house, and people have to know that means you.
Hey, can I do a quick PSA?
Please, go right ahead.
My office will not be open until 9 today.
Because you're here.
Because I'm here, and Christy has a sick child. So,
all right, fine.
So if you're knocking on my door, come back in about 45, 50 minutes.
I've got okay. So you know that. So I mean, if you're coming there with money in a bushel basket, just wait out in the parking lot.
Or bring it on out here to the studio.
We'll take it.
We're here on the hill.
All right, I've got the stack of stuff in my hand here. Should
right.
I go there?
Sure.
We were
Yeah.
talking. Turner and I were talking. We got a phone call first, I think.
Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Stan David's real name.
What?
Because Stanley Martin David.
That was his real name. That was Stan's
That was
real
his
name.
and his father and mother named him after Cardinal
Stan the man.
baseball players, Stan Musial and Pepper Martin.
There. I stand corrected.
All right.
Thank you, Dave.
Thanks, Dave.
Okay,
All
I'll
right.
see you Thursday.
Yes, sir. Dave's going to be here on Thursday, Dave Rigg. All right, birthdays today. This is the birthday of Andy Gibb, singer. He was born in 1958.
Wasn't he the youngest? Of the
He
Gibbs
was.
brothers?
He died at the age of 30. But we're back into death here, aren't we? He's the younger brother of Barry, Robin, and Maurice. 6 singles in the top 10 in his first 10 attempts. His first big hit was "I Just Want to Be Your Everything" in 1977. But he was
He didn't have much after that.
well, he had 6. He had 6 hits in the top 10
Really?
Billboard. Yeah, he suffered from depression, and he had a little bit of a drug problem, and died of inflammation of the heart muscle. And so
I think brought on by his substance abuse issues.
Absolutely.
I think so.
I would say you're right.
Penn Jillette is 63 today. Actually, make that 64. I misadded. He's 64 today. Penn Jillette, Penn and Teller.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is he the short? He's the short.
No, this is
he's
the big
tall
guy
one.
the big
Okay,
guy
he's
that
the tall one.
talks.
Okay.
The other guy's the one that doesn't talk. He is best-selling author. He got, you know what his education was? Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey Clown College. Now that I got to tell you, my colleges are much more prestigious than that.
I don't know, but if you're going to be a clown, that's the Harvard.
I'd say he's done
That's
okay.
the Harvard.
The Harvard of clown colleges.
Yeah. That's the
He's 6'6". He's a big man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is an incredibly well-documented atheist. His license plate is atheist. And no God on another vehicle. And they didn't let him get the one he wanted, which was infidel. Afraid that might cause trouble.
Might have caused a little
Yeah,
problem.
yeah. Now get a load of his kids' names. He's got 2 kids. I've never heard these names before. One is named Zoltan, Zolten, and here's the daughter's name, Moxie Crime Fighter.
Might be the radio name.
That could be a radio name. Maybe when those kids were little and they were just born, he said,
Moxie
I think she's going to be a radio.
Crime Fighter Gillette. This is
Either
Fred.
that or a member of the Justice League.
Yes. Well, that's something every parent would hope for, don't you think?
I would think so.
Fred Williamson is the actor and football player Fred the Hammer Williamson, born in 1938. He was a defensive back in the 1960s in the NFL. He's been in several movies, none of which are worth noting.
All right.
Here's the interesting thing. When you go into the personal life of Fred Williamson, it says he has 3 to 6 kids.
3 to 6.
They can only document, for the purposes of the website, 3, but they believe it might be 6. Resources differ on that, okay? He's got a black belt in Taekwondo, among other things. He's 80 years old today.
Wow.
Fred the Hammer Williamson. And you know why they call him the Hammer?
Because he would lay the smack down on you, lay the hammer down on you when he hit you.
He not only tackled you, but that was the back in the day where you could take your arm and smack somebody's head, their helmet, thus creating
The hammer.
The Hammer.
the Hammer. Yes.
Yeah.
James B. Sicking. He played Howard Hunter in Hill Street Blues. But listen to this list of TV shows in the 1960s this guy was on. He was in The Fugitive, the one with David Jansen.
Mm-hmm.
He was in. He was a colonel in Gomer Pyle USMC. Adam 12, Hogan's Heroes, Little House on the Prairie, Hawaii Five-0, and he was in the movie Star Trek III: The Search for Spock. So,
Quite a resume.
yes,
That is.
and he's 84 today. He was also in the movie In Like Flint. Do you remember those with James Colburn?
I remember the name.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't-
Yeah.
Oh, these great old movies. All right, so that's all for birthdays. Let me look. There's not a whole lot that I can say. I didn't take the time. See if there's anything. 2 U.S. battleships left for Nicaragua to halt the revolutionary disturbance there in 1900. Who cares about that?
I've got a text, Mike.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it says, I like the name, the radio name, Big Sexy over CC.
All right.
So maybe we should take a poll. Should we do that? Big Sexy or CC?
We'll
Okay.
see if anybody wants
We
to
can
call
do
you
that.
that.
842-3715.
I'm not sure.
Big Sexy or CC?
I'm not sure Mrs. Connor's going to be real happy about.
Well, I think she was the one that sent in Big
Oh,
Sexy.
is that
No, actually, it wasn't. It was a buddy. That was your local eye optometrist, Dr. Paul Stouter.
1955, this date, Elvis Presley made his first TV appearance on the Louisiana Hayride Show.
Hang on. Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Yes, this is William Beal and Noble.
Yes.
Did Summer and Kistner and Patterson send the obituary in a week ago today for Patricia A. Beal?
I'm really not sure, sir. You're going to have to
Yeah.
call, and we'll put you on hold, and we'll send you to the newsroom. But I don't think Jeff's in town. We'll have to. Well, you'll have to call back after
Yeah.
9 o'clock. How's
He's,
that sound?
he's-
Okay,
All right.
call this number back at 9
Yes,
o'clock?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
All right,
thank
thank
you, sir.
I guess when we started talking about the all the deaths that prompted.
Yeah. I think I remember seeing that obit, but
Really? Okay. Well, I don't. Jerry Lee Lewis on this date in 1968 opened in the rock musical adaptation of Othello in Hollywood. I don't remember
okay.
that. Blues Brothers John Belushi died on this date in 1982 in an overdose.
Oh.
He was in Los Angeles. His age was 33. That's tough. Anyway, that's the stack of stuff for this morning. So you want to take a break and come back and talk it over with
CC?
CC here in a few moments.
All righty.
Back with more morning coffee
you
after
could,
this.
You could incorporate both of them. Big CC Sexy.
That's too long. It's going to be
Okay.
snappier then.
All right.
Brighton's Love Scribble Jewelry Pouch is free with a $75 purchase. This drawstring quilted pouch tucks away 24 pieces of jewelry. Use it for travel or for every day. It's absolutely adorable. Preview Carnaby's new spring collection. New on the floor this week, Blue Bayou, Tribal, and Charlie B. Check out Brighton's Love Me Fashionista footwear. This chic pair of kicks elevates your sneaker wardrobe. Service and selection is a Carnaby Square tradition.
Time Capsule, sponsored today by Save-A-Lot Food Store on West Main, Fairfield.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another Time Capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when President Johnson gave another rah-rah speech about the Vietnam War?
Peace must be fought for.
The new Busch Stadium opened in St. Louis. At the Indy 500, 11 cars wiped out on the very first turn.
Tires flying in every direction. Look at the bumping, the smoke.
The Dick Van Dyke Show wrapped up its 5th and final season by winning 4 Emmy Awards. And this is what the new music sounded like.
Did you ever have to make up your mind? see.
Double shot of my baby love.
We barefoot. How does that I'm leaning on the lamppost at the corner of the street. This is a man's world. We got a groovy kind of love. Let's get stoned.
Have we stumped you? Well, the answer and a chunk of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
Swing by the Fairfield Save-A-Lot and take advantage of these great deals. Whole pork butts, 99 cents a pound, and they are sold whole only. Boneless, skinless chicken breast, $1.79 a pound. Jumbo fresh pineapples, $1.69, and dozen large eggs, 65 cents each. Price is good through Saturday. Good food, great people, great prices at your Save-A-Lot store on West Main Street in Fairfield. Give them a like on Facebook.
May 1966. When a man loves a woman.
Percy Sledge and When a Man Loves a Woman, the top song of May 1966. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another Time Capsule.
Time Capsule has been sponsored today by Save-A-Lot Food Store on West Main, Fairfield.
Simply Enough has discounted certificates on the Big Deal Store. Pair that with a buy one, get one free on select scrubs or the half-price shoes and make your money go further.
Listen weekdays after the 7:50 news for Community Connection on WFIW AM 1390 and 103.3 FM, your News Talk Connection. Each day we'll be talking to people about community events, community leaders, and on Wednesdays it's Meet Your Neighbor. If you have an event you'd like to talk about, give me a call at 842-2159. Community Connection, weekdays after the 7:15 news on WFIW AM 1390 and 103.3 FM, and now online at WFIWradio.com.
Are you looking for a bank that still offers free checking? Well, look no further. People's National Bank has your free checking needs covered. This is Heidi Atterbury, relationship banker at People's National Bank in Fairfield. You can open your free checking account with just $100. There's no minimum balance, plus receive unlimited check writing, free online and mobile banking, and free bill pay. Stop by 1001 West Delaware in Fairfield to open your free checking account today. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
You can call in to Morning Coffee at 842-3715 and add your 2 cents. You can also message the crew on Facebook by going to the WFIW Facebook page.
Morning Coffee brought to you by TTT Designs at 1411 West Main in Fairfield. Let TTT bring your design to life on items like shirts, coffee cups, car wraps, banners, flags, and more.
Oh, got lots to remind you about. Don't forget the Big Deal Store up in the upper right-hand corner of the website. Lots of certificates for 30% off and more. Just go up there and click and take a look at it for me. I want to remind you about the Liars Banquet coming up. The Quail Upland Game Alliance having a Liars Banquet. They made the wise choice of finding the biggest liar they could find at the radio station. I'll be there. I'll be speaking along with Dick Dietz, the mayor of McLeansboro, Dale Braddock, Carol Phelps, Lawrence Cobble, Don Hale, Mary Musgrave, the Phelps Brothers Gospel Quartet's there. I can't believe they'll be lying. They'll be singing, probably.
Oh, they'll be singing,
yeah.
And they're good.
That's coming up on Friday, March 22nd. It's going to be at the First Christian Church in Fairfield. If you'd like tickets, you can give me a call. I'd be more than happy to help you out. And Don Sutton's got tickets as well. What's the at this point, your commentary concerning Batter Up, and the food that Big Sexy brought here?
Well, she certainly didn't swing and miss on those.
It's a long one.
Oh yeah.
All right.
It's a granting in the bottom of the ninth to win.
Good, good. Thank you, Chris, for bringing those.
Yes, thank you.
And by
very
the way, you're honestly really going to take a run at our theme song now?
Let's see what I can do.
All right,
yeah,
good.
Yeah,
I'm glad to hear this. I feel great about this.
Yeah.
I really do. And we still will open it up to anybody that wants to to try to do a theme song for us for Morning Coffee. This is kind of disturbing for me, and I'm not I'm not. Yes, I'm old. I'm an old fogey, and this bothers me. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex, you know who we're talking about over in Great Britain, okay?
Yeah,
Prince Harry, Meghan Markle. They have reportedly said that they're going to raise their baby. She's pregnant, very pregnant. Gender fluid, end of quote.
What does that mean?
What's gender fluid?
They will not identify or give the child toys and or clothing that would designate the child's gender.
So no pink or blue on the walls in the nursery. It's
That's
all
okay.
gray.
That's it. That's one. It's now referred to, and this is so. I mean, I know I am a dinosaur falling to earth, gasping for breath. But they want to raise babies. Theybbies. Babies, not babies. Babies meaning their children will be totally genderless in their upbringing.
Sounds like something you get when you get bit by a raccoon or something.
Thebes.
The case of the Thebes. It itches something terrible.
Here's some castor oil. Yeah, that'll solve that. Isn't that
Rub
interesting?
a little dirt on it, right?
They want a fluid approach to gender, and they won't be imposing any stereotypes. That seems confusing to me.
Mike, I'm a decade below you. It's confusing to my generation as well. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
I just don't get it. The other thing, tonight, I think I'm going to take time. My son sent me a text saying I really needed to see this documentary that has come out on HBO about Michael Jackson. Now, here's an alert that's going to stun you. The documentary.
Is this a spoiler alert?
A spoiler alert. The documentary suggests that he might have been a pedophile.
Wow. Man.
So his family doesn't want this.
Well, you
doesn't
know
want it
what?
out. They're against it.
To
Right?
be honest with you, Chris, the memory of Michael Jackson generates $400 million a year. A year. By waxing Elvis, who we of course know is not dead, but waxing
$400 million.
So the last thing that they want to have happen is anything. But he was charged, and he was exonerated of those charges, and now he's dead. So there's no way for him to personally defend. I'm kind of torn on this whole thing. You know what I mean? I don't for a moment think that it's not possible.
But you're going to watch it. It's kind of like watching
I think
Dr.
I need to.
Pimple Popper, which I happened to see over the weekend.
Yes?
It's kind of one of those that you
Is that a real show?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
It's about some dermatologist who.
Oh God, you got to be kidding me!
I watched it, and the whole time I was going,
"Ooh,"
but I couldn't stop.
But you couldn't stop watching it.
Gosh. But now Oprah is going to interview the two primary people in the documentary. There's two people in this documentary who claim that they were a part of unspeakable things at the Neverland Ranch, which is still for sale, that they can't sell. They started at like $250 million. They're down to $100 million now, trying to sell the Neverland Ranch, which, for a moment, just for a moment, pedophiles like to have things that attract young people to them. Okay, he had a Ferris wheel.
Ferris wheel. Yeah.
He had a chimpanzee.
Yeah.
There. I mean, it certainly plays into the narrative. So I've got to look for. I don't know why, but I'm fascinated, and I'm going to watch that tonight and see what I can report out.
Okay.
All right.
We expect a report.
In the morning.
A 3-page report before you go to Vincennes tomorrow.
I will be on assignment tomorrow.
Okay.
So Tom will be sitting in. Chris, we're going to be legalizing marijuana on a recreational basis in Illinois, and that is now prompting the idea of Amsterdam-style coffee shops in Illinois, where you can go and smoke marijuana because you can't do it publicly. that would be still against the law.
You can't be driving down the road, puffing on a joint or anything.
No, and so they're talking about this is interesting. They're talking about it'd be like a $5 entry fee to be able to get into one of these, and it's supposed to be like Starbucks on steroids.
Really?
Yes.
I would think that would be Starbucks on downers.
And one
with
of them,
with a lot of Cheetos hanging around.
A lot of Cheetos and beanbags.
Talking in Illinois of fashioning some of these stores like one in Denver, where it is totally legal in Colorado.
Right.
Rocky Mountain High. But the name
No
of the
pun
legal
intended, right?
consumption lounge, it's called a legal consumption lounge, is the Coffee Joint.
I thought that was a bar, a legal consumption joint.
That's the Coffee Joint is the name of it.
Coffee joint.
Yes. About 50 people there on a regular basis. Boy, I can't believe some of the things that are changing right now in Illinois. Can you?
It's going to be different.
Yes, and it's happening. There's no doubt about it. Here's another thing that I thought was interesting. A Spanish company wants to fill. Are you familiar with 3D printers, Chris?
Vague. I've never used one, no, but I know what you're
They
talking
are pretty
about.
darn cool, and I think Tom and his daughter built one.
You're kidding.
No.
Yeah.
Well, you can talk about that tomorrow when he's here, because apparently, here's what this company's trying to do. It's using a 3D printer to actually create steaks.
Steaks. Okay.
Edible steaks.
Okay.
They've been printing and preparing vegan steaks for people around the world, plant-based substitutes, creating the first 3D printed plant-based beef steak. Well, there's no beef in it. The edible ink with ingredients such as rice, peas, and seaweed comes in a cartridge.
I think I'll stick with my cows.
You know what it reminds me of? Remember the old Star Trek when they'd go and get dinner and they'd hit that button?
Yeah.
And you pull
The
out
replicator.
The
replicator. That's what it was.
That's what it reminds me of.
It offers an alternative to meat since livestock. Here's the key. Since livestock farming is one of the leading contributors of greenhouse gas emissions, we've got to put mufflers on Bossy. That's all there is to it. We're going to have to figure out some sort of contraction on the rear end of these cows, because they're the reason why we got these tornadoes going through the South.
Right, and we have 61 morning and 35 and snow on that evening.
Right.
Yeah.
And also says because Americans are eating twice the amount of recommended red meat in their diets. This is the other reason why they're doing this.
All I can say is I'm all for that.
They're also going to move forward with printing and creating 3D printed tuna steaks and chicken breasts.
No, thank you.
Yeah, nah.
No, thank you.
No, just give me. If you're all concerned about eating twice the amount of recommended red meat, send that other
Over
half
there.
over
to you.
I'll be happy to cover that load for you. Take that load for you.
I don't want anything to happen to you. I would have to replace you, and that's impossible. You see, and after this morning's, well, I mean it. I mean it. You're. What did I call you when I got here? A 5-tool player.
I have. Oh, really?
Wow.
That's what I call. You know what a 5-tool player is?
No, I don't.
A 5-tool
baseball.
Go ahead, tell me.
Not a big baseball fan.
Bats, throws, runs, fields.
Yes.
And
whatever.
Yeah.
5-tool player, and that's what I said to Turner when I first came here.
Look, come in here, come in.
You have a printer, a 3D printer.
It's Vaughn.
What's wrong with Vaughn?
He's out there yelling something.
There's 2 different bats for power and for average. That's a 5-tool player.
Okay.
Thank you. Very
Thank
good,
you, Jeff.
You see, we got all these smart people out here on the periphery of these studios, and they want to participate. And so we probably should just have a microphone out there. You know what I mean?
I think so, yeah.
That they can step
and a
up
camera.
That they can step up to and hit it out of the park. So what's the latest with Chris Connard? Big Sexy, as we like to call him.
Oh, my.
Double C. Anything going on with you, bud? Besides the fact that you go by and you're a regular at the bakery over on Linegar Road.
On Batter Up, yeah.
Batter Up. What a fantastic place.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, my.
Those are incredible.
Just a little bit of sugar in there.
Just
a tad bit. No, let's go back to your cannabis and some of those companies are legal to buy now.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And
certainly medicinal, and we're about to go recreational.
Yeah, recreational as well. By the end of this year, analysts say that's going to be a $17 billion industry. And at the end of a decade, $50 billion in revenue per year.
This guy here, he's thinking about where he's going to put his money in the future.
Yeah, absolutely, right?
Here's where,
you have to look at it.
It's like the Walmart.
Push money. Legalize marijuana, Cheetos, Doritos.
When is Walmart going to get involved with pot?
You probably ordered online.
Well, companies like Diego, which is a big alcohol distributor that owns several, they're actually buying into these companies in large quantities. They're looking at infusing it into the drinks.
Really?
The CBC oils and things.
No kidding. So can you get high doing it that way?
I don't know.
Instead of special brownies, you get special vodka.
You can have special drinks.
Well, that's the way it is in Denver. I mean, it's not, that was kind of an odd example. The coffee joint is what they called the place where you went and you had marijuana there in Denver at Starbucks on steroids. But, those stores are filled with marijuana candy.
Oh, they have tours now. Just like you could go to Napa and do a wine tour, you can go to Denver and do a tour.
Do a pot tour?
Do a tasting or whatever. I guess that's what you would call it, maybe?
It's amazing to me. It's just amazing to me. And there's probably a market for growing it in southern Illinois before it's over with.
Oh, there's several facilities in Illinois that grow it.
Is it Grayville?
Yeah, there's one down here.
Albion.
I know that.
Okay, Albion.
I think there's one in Edgewood.
Edgewood up north.
Illinois. Edgewood, just south of Effingham.
Okay.
I think there's one there. Either there or Farina. One or the other. One of the two.
Edgewood's home of the Opry, right? The Edgewood Opry.
Edgewood Opry. And
what you're saying?
The Edgewood Public Library.
So what you're saying to me,
right there on the interstate, says "Truckers Welcome,"
is that it might not be, even though morally, ethically, you might have a problem with when it becomes legal. When it becomes legal, it becomes legal. It already is in Colorado and I think Washington State, and it's going to be in Illinois. There's no brainer. That's the governor said he's going to do it, and he's got all the support he needs to do it, and he's going to try to make hundreds of millions of dollars of revenue off of it. I went through the whole riverboat gambling thing that was going to save the state of Illinois. Let me tell you, another one's coming in Illinois. Sports betting.
Oh, I think so.
Legal sports betting.
Well, we used to have OTVs. Off-track betting parlors.
Yes.
There was one at Grayville.
Yep. The company that owns Churchill Downs has bought a big racetrack in the Chicago suburbs, and it's pushing hard for the ability for there to be legal sports betting at that facility. But it's not just there. They want to do it internet-wide, so you can, in the privacy of your bedroom, put $500 on the Cardinals, in the opener.
Can you not do that now? I don't know.
I think you can.
I would think you could.
Not legally based in Illinois where we could tax it.
Yeah,
okay, I got you.
Based in Illinois.
Okay.
You can bet, but they're not based in Illinois.
What's going to happen is right now we're going to put several very good bookies out of work. The bookies are going to be out of work.
Yeah.
There goes the bookie. If there's probably a group of kids growing up right now and saying, "I'm going to grow up and be a bookie."
There's a guy on the south side of Chicago now. He's thinking, I'm going down to Spring. His name is Vinny, by the way.
Vinny, yeah, sure.
And he's going, I'm going down to Springfield, and I'm going to set him straight.
Yes.
They're putting me out of work.
So I mean, those two things are going to happen.
We've got
legal pot, and there's going to be sports betting before it's over with. And they're going to tax both of them. But neither one of those things can catch up if you don't cut spending. You keep spending more money, it'll never catch up. And the governor's also said, I'm not dealing with the pensions. That's $100 billion in red.
I was going to say, they're
I'm not
already
gonna deal with
broke. How can you not deal with them?
He's just not going to deal with it. And he's not going to
pass
pass
it out of mind, I guess.
And he's not. He said the other day he's not going to pass down the obligations to the school districts or the colleges. The state will continue to be the people taking care of this. So, in other words, if you're a school employee, you don't have to worry about your school district having to pay for your retirement. The state's more than willing to. It's a big deal.
Okay. But they don't have any money to pay it.
Well, they just keep borrowing. I mean, eventually, Mr. Financial Head over here,
right.
There's an implosion, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
There's no way you can continue to borrow. And I mean, they're junk bonds right now. Illinois bonds.
Yeah, we're the worst, aren't we?
Triple B, if I'm not mistaken. Is that
terrible?
That's
absolutely terrible.
So there.
Yeah.
We can't solve that here, can we?
Well, we can offer our...
Did you see, by the way, I want you to ask Ken Odie tomorrow. Did you see his... Are you a Facebook friend of KO?
Yeah.
He's out stirring it up again.
What did he post? I don't know that I saw
He posted yesterday. When you're driving around Fairfield, what is it that bothers you? Of course.
Oh, I did see that.
Oh, my gosh.
You know, we could have KO Wednesday. We could also incorporate the What's Your Beef Wednesday.
Well, we can replicate we can replicate the beef. We don't need real beef. But this is real beef. So everybody's laying in. You know, here's the thing. Everybody's mad about Maine and Delaware and 45 in front of the Masonic Temple where the road waves.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the state.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's not Fairfield.
That's Fairfield City.
And so I don't know why you can't hammer. Of course, everybody says, well, the city streets are just as bad. No, most of the time they're griping about the state. And that's supposed to be resurfaced, by the way.
Yeah, but I don't think it's supposed to be resurfaced till 2020.
So we have to put up with it.
We got to do something,
That's
or else, might as well just throw a load of
But
gravel
you
on
watch,
top of it, maybe. I don't know.
you watch, you get him tomorrow. You get Odie on that tomorrow and see what he found out.
Oh yeah, we'll stir the pot tomorrow.
All right, so we're going to have we have a trivia master here with us.
1979.
1979 trivia. Yeah,
we're ready for it. I lived then.
Did you know unused or unwanted medicines should never be flushed down the toilet or poured into the sink? According to the Illinois EPA, such improper disposal creates the potential for harmful chemicals to end up in our lakes, rivers, streams, and even our groundwater. Now, thanks to the Prescription Pill Drug Disposal Program, there's a safe way to remove unwanted prescription drugs from our homes, and more importantly, keep them off our streets and potentially in the hands of a child. When used as directed, over-the-counter and prescription medications are generally safe for humans and the environment. But once they become unused or unwanted, proper disposal is a must, helping prevent accidental poisoning, substance abuse, and even contamination of water resources. Visit ilsheriff.org. That's ilsheriff.org to find a disposal box near you. Sponsored by the Illinois Sheriff's Association, with funding provided by the RX Abuse Leadership Initiative. Aired in cooperation with the Illinois Broadcasters Association and this station.
Black's Fashion Flowers in downtown Fairfield can make any occasion more special with custom-designed floral arrangements and gift items. Check out their selection of Southern Illinois-made Ravenswood Hollow soaps and lotions, Fannie Mae candies, Southern Sisters gourmet food items, and clean-burning soy candles. Black's also has a wide selection of sympathy items. Plus, they're your home for tuxedo rentals from Jim's Formal Wear. Give them a call at 847-7076 or stop in at 310 East Main. Black's Fashion Flowers, your florist with a personal touch, across from the courthouse in downtown Fairfield.
An average yield increase of 27 bushels per acre. That's rare in corn. So is 8 more bushels in soybeans. Yeah, if you want gains that big in your fields, you need a stronger fungicide. One that works overtime, when the rest punch out. Triva Pro Fungicide. Ask for it at your local Syngenta retailer. Always read and follow label instructions.
Research shows that on average, 50% of Americans carry cash while 77% carry a smartphone. Wouldn't you love to pay a friend with just a few clicks on your phone? Well, now you can. This is Jessica Sanders at the Fairfield Banking Company, and I'm excited to introduce Spin. Spin is a person-to-person payment option that allows you to send money instantly via our mobile app. Pay your beautician, your babysitter, anyone that has a debit card and smartphone. Give us a call or stop by any of our 4 branches for more details. The Fairfield Banking Company, we're the hometown banks, member FDIC.
Most people understand the need for life insurance, but not many want to talk about why it's essential to your financial plan. It may seem intimidating, but it doesn't have to be. Don't get overwhelmed. Get started with me, Steve Thompson, at Country Financial today. and I can work with you to find life insurance that gives you the protection you need at a price you can afford.
Life insurance policies issued by Country Life Insurance Company and Country Investors Life Assurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
Is bad credit keeping you from buying the vehicle you really want? Expressway Credit Express can help.
We have over 1,500 new and pre-owned vehicles in stock, and it's tax time. We'll help get the vehicle that's right for you, plus use your tax refund for a down payment.
Don't let your credit hold you back. It's our job to get you the vehicle you want at a payment you can afford and guaranteed credit approval.
Get your credit on the right track at Expressway Credit Express in Mount Vernon, Indiana.
Time for Radar Weather, brought to you this morning by Stumpy's.
Are you tired of mowing around or looking at that ugly tree stump in your yard? Removing a tree stump doesn't have to be a burden. Stumpy's can make the process quick and easy. A local business started by Clay Marks through the Mount Carmel CEO program offers free estimates, cheap rates, cleanup, and no mess after the job is completed. Clay guarantees you'll be happy with his work, so call him today at 838-0635. That's 838-0635.
Fairfield area forecast calling for sunshine today, high 28. Clear tonight, low 12 above. Sunshine 35 tomorrow. For Thursday, cloudy skies, high 35. Partly cloudy, 45 on Friday. And for Saturday, rain likely and warmer, the high 55. Overnight low was 12. Yesterday's high was 19. Currently, humidity is at 62%. Winds from the southwest at 8 miles an hour. Pressure at 30.31. Right now, sunshine and 16. The wind chill at 7 above right now here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. Radar weather looking very good as well. Nothing showing up anywhere in the state of Illinois precipitation-wise. That's your radar weather, brought to you this morning by Stumpy's. Contact Clay Marks on Facebook or at 838-0635 to get your free estimate today. He'll remove unwanted tree stumps and help whip your yard back into shape.
Lights, camera, action. Time to return to morning coffee on the station listened to, not just heard. WFIW.
Morning Coffee brought to you by TTT Designs at 1411 West Main in Fairfield. Visit TTT for all your printing needs. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
You know, I hope people take up Clay on his endeavor to take out your stump.
Such an inspiring story.
Really? And, you know, we're starting that program here in Wayne County.
Yep.
So we're looking forward to...
It's an outstanding program.
Oh, you knew it because it started in Effingham.
Yeah.
So 1979, double C. What? For a moment, 1979. Turner, what were you doing?
Freshman or sophomore in high school.
And you were down in Fort Knox?
I was down in Kentucky, yes, sir.
1979, I was a reporter for the Wood River Journal, weekly newspaper.
Okay.
And didn't have any kids yet, 22 years old. That's what about. I don't remember much about 1979, quite honestly, but we'll see how well I know about 1979. Chris Conard is here with us this morning, and he is the trivia master, and we will dive in to see what he has in store for us. Go ahead, Chris.
All right, here we go. You going to keep score?
I'll keep score.
Okay.
All right.
I think you'll do very well.
All right.
Here we go. Question number 1. Which band performs this year for the first time since the death of their drummer, Keith Moon?
Rolling Stones? Nope. The Who?
The Who.
Okay.
Well, no, you're supposed to.
Mike didn't get a guess.
You're supposed to give me an opportunity and the listeners.
Did you know it, Mike?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's going. And he is going to the Liars Banquet too.
Yeah, he's the head speaker there.
The first thing that came to my mind.
What children's television cartoon channel is launched in 1979?
What children's cartoon?
Television cartoon channel.
Well, in 1979?
1979.
I can't believe. I guess cable was just starting then.
Children's television cartoon
Well, I mean,
channel.
the easy answer would be the Cartoon Network. But I don't. Oh, how about the
Nickelodeon?
Nickelodeon. So one for Mark, none for me.
Really?
I bet you Disney
Niles Henson did that.
I bet you. Who?
Was it Niles Henson?
The guy from here?
Yeah. That's what they just said out in the
All right.
in the hallway.
Yes.
Yeah.
According to Jeff Murphy. And he's from Wayne City, wasn't he?
Sisney.
Okay. All right.
Question number 3. While on a solo fishing trip, President Carter is attacked by a large wet animal, making strange hissing noises and gnashing its teeth, intent upon climbing into the president's boat. What type of animal is it?
Okay, don't for a second. Let's give everybody a chance. I believe that was a rabid bunny. Yes?
Yes.
Can you imagine? I didn't know.
Swamp rabbit.
I had no idea that rabbits could swim, just like I didn't know turkeys could fly. But all right. But he, Carter's standing up in this boat, and he's got his paddle, and he's trying to beat this
swamp rabbit,
this rabbit from getting into his boat.
All right, now how big is a swamp rabbit? It surely cannot be that big, and a paddle on a boat is pretty darn big.
It's got webbed feet. I'm just kidding. I'm a liar.
I don't care if it has webbed feet or not. I'm swinging a paddle. That thing's,
It's a rabbit. It could jump into the boat. And
Grand Slam, bottom of the night for the win.
I think he was on that boat with Billy, if you know what I mean.
I think so.
Drink a little double B. Little double B action.
Look, Billy, here comes a swamp rabbit.
A what?
All right.
Okay, 1979.
Yes.
Whose designer jeans does Brooke Shields wear? 1979. Whose jeans is she?
Oh, man.
Spokesperson? Model for?
Yeah.
I'm not much when it comes to women's clothing.
Would you like a hint?
I'm thinking, no.
Okay.
I'm thinking Gloria Vanderbilt.
Would you like a hint?
Yes.
CC.
Chris Conard.
Close, very close.
Calvin Klein.
Calvin Klein.
Okay. I really wasn't.
CC.
Well, you know what? When I was
Klein's
looking,
a K.
When I was looking at,
Oh, it is.
when I was looking
don't
at
have my
Brooke Shields, I was not looking at the label on her jeans.
No. We're not going there.
You're a filthy old man. That's what you are.
You know what? I was 14 at the time.
Oh, you're 79. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, you were a filthy young man.
1979.
Notice I didn't argue with that.
Who's the amazing woman who wins the Nobel Peace Prize in 1979?
The Nobel
Peace Prize. Amazing woman.
Amazing woman. Nobel Peace Prize. I'm going to take a guess. There's only 2 women that come to mind of that stature. And one was Golda Meir, and the other was Margaret Thatcher. And I don't know which one to pick. I don't think it was Meir because Israel was at war with everybody. I'm going to say Thatcher.
Nope.
Mother Teresa.
Mother Teresa.
Oh, you're killing me.
You'll get this one.
You're killing me.
Which actor known for his roles in Western?
You got theirs on playing cards or what?
Yeah, these are
okay.
trivia cards.
Drawn into a straight here.
Okay.
Yeah. Which actor known for his roles in Western and World War II films died in June of 1979?
He was known for his roles in Western and World War II. Well, I'm going to just say the Duke.
You're right. John Wayne.
79. Died of lung cancer, if I'm not mistaken.
1979. Which is introduced in 1979? Which is introduced first, the Sony Walkman or the Rubik's Cube?
I hated those Rubik's. I don't think I ever successfully put that together. Did you ever play with those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both
times.
of them?
Yeah.
You were able to do it?
Yeah, a couple times.
Yeah, I got one.
It drove me crazy. I wanted to
Now,
throw it through a wall.
The second time I got it, I just peeled up the stickers
and put them back on.
But the first time I actually did it.
I'm going to say that that's about the time for the Walkman. What about you? You're going to go the other way?
I'm going to go with Erno's Toys. Rubik's.
The Walkman.
The Walkman.
That's Walkman. That's right on that.
See, in 1979, my idea of a Walkman was a big old boombox about the size of this board here.
On your shoulder.
On your shoulder.
Had it. Yeah.
I remember the Walkman because it was a cassette tape, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah, it was cassette.
And you could put it on your belt.
Now,
you were mobile.
Now, see, they introduced the Walkman, but I remember years ago they had a 8-track tape player you could carry around. It was about yay big.
Oh, really?
Remember those?
No, I don't.
No, I don't.
No, you've gone down a complete different alley than I've been.
And I own 8-tracks.
Down the wrong rabbit hole.
You still own 8-tracks?
I have some. And my dad's collected them and gave them to me, and yeah.
Okay, what's your favorite 8-track?
Oh,
I'm going to tell you mine.
Probably. It had Convoy on it. You remember that?
Oh, McCall.
Yeah.
C.W. McCall?
Yeah.
C.W. McCall.
Yeah, we got us a Convoy. Oh, well, my favorite was the Guess Who.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Who?
The Guess Who.
Who?
Yeah.
Who? What event goes awry and causes the Chicago White Sox to forfeit a game to the Detroit Tigers?
Oh,
I know that.
You know it?
I do too. Yeah, it was Rick D's disco night at the ballpark.
Disco Demolition Night.
Disco Demolition Night. Yeah, that's right.
Cost him the game.
Yeah.
How much time we got,
Well,
dude?
this should be the last one.
Last
right.
question. Who is Loretta Lynn's long-haired sister, who is this year's Academy of
we know
Country
that.
Music?
Easy.
Okay, we got that one?
Yeah, give us another one. Crystal
Let's give you
Gayle.
a hard one
Yeah.
here. Where does a nuclear power plant accident occur in 1979?
Okay,
Oh,
I know that too.
Yeah. That's an easy one.
Okay.
Well, Mile High?
yeah, you're right.
Yep.
Okay, here's one more. Which sitcom featuring the character Edna Garrett makes its debut on NBC?
Oh, I know that one.
Okay. What is it?
Facts of Life.
That's right, Facts of Life.
I have to tell you,
I wasn't really concerned with Edna Garrett. I was more concerned with Blair.
Blair, yeah.
we have seen a whole side of you we've never seen before here today. Thank you, Double C.
Thank you for having me.
For being here. We'll do it again
Thank you,
sometime
guys.
soon. Thank you for joining us, and I'll be on assignment tomorrow. Tom Levine will be sitting in. Join us for Morning Coffee.
Streaming live on WFIWradio.com. And join us on Facebook and Twitter. This is WFIW, Fairfield, Illinois.
Time now for the news, brought to you by Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center in downtown Wayne City. They have a large selection of power sofas, love seats, and recliners. Ask about free financing.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. President Trump's son Eric is among 81 people or organizations hit by document requests by House Democrats investigating the